back to another Vlogmas day. Not me with my bright pink lips and my dark skin though. I used to do this so regularly, like all the time. You'd never catch me with a dark color. I miss that. It actually looks good. It just needs to be lined a little bit more with like a darker color. But I'm mad at it, so this is how I'm gonna be today. Anyway, headed to a podcast. I'm running late. Just called Bolt. Gotta go. All right, so on the way to the podcast, I thought I was scared that there might be too much jam, so I left super early. So now I think we'd be early, but that's okay. Rather early than late. So yeah, now it's 4, approaching 4, and I've spent all day editing from 9 straight till 3. No, actually, like 2 something. And then I was like, I need to get ready. I need to make it at least look like a decent human being for this podcast. And yeah, so a couple of Vlogmases ago, I was talking, well, we were drinking, but mentioned Brian's podcast that he has. Tell the people about Elbow Room.
It's a sports / lifestyle / music / This is the development bank shot.
And it's called the Elbow Room, so that's what I'm going to be featured on today. I'm really nervous what they're going to ask about because it's a sports / basketball podcast, and I was like, the last time I followed basketball like that, I was a kid. Like, I used to watch it all the time. I used to play in a league and everything, but like, I know I got older and got busy. I don't know how people keep up with these things. You have to just like, I don't know. Anyway, so I know enough about basketball, you know, but we'll see. He's like, no, we talk about like lifestyle things and like other things too. I'm like, okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to do that. And then I'm supposed to go to my friend's bachelorette party, but I'm so swamped. I'm behind on a deadline, and I know I won't meet it this weekend because of my birthday. And I promised that the video would have been up a couple of days ago. So I was like, no, I need to adult, be a responsible human being. And then I have a shoot tomorrow at 8 a.m. and I don't want to look groggy from my birthday shoot. So some things just gotta sacrifice. It is what it is. Anyway, let's head over to the movie. So as always, as my Canadian self and my pre-planning, I'm now early, so I'm gonna wait for them, and maybe I could have gone next door and gotten like a drink or something, but I'm good. Just wait here. There's cute Bible verses on the wall, so I'll just read those and just be in my zen in my moment. So I don't know if YouTube will allow, but this is a dope painting. I love this. I want this in my house. Isn't this so cute? I love this. It's adorable. So I've been looking out of this garden, or out of this window at this garden for so long, and I was like, this is such a pretty plot of land. Like in a city, just that small little bit is enough for me. You can put a hammock up there, you can put some furniture, you can relax in the heart of Bugalobi. Isn't that so dope? I really like this house. I want this house. So while I'm here waiting, I decided let's do a topic of the day since yesterday's was hilarious. This one won't be like funny. It's just more so, more like thoughtful and just things I think about often. So growing up, I was always such a kid that would like volunteer for things and like do things for foundations and whatever. Like really like to, I don't know, I just felt like I was adding a little bit of impact that I could control in this life. So for me, it's been weird being back for 2 years and living here and having not done anything that, you know, that gives back besides obviously growing my YouTube in the community. That's great and it's been wonderful, but more so the community that I'm here with on a daily basis. And to me, I've never sat well with charities. They just don't sit well with me. Growing up in a white town, there were so many family friends who had families who would give to like World Vision, and you'd hear all these horror stories and you realized it was all like money hungry crazy people. So to me, charities are like a no. And if I were to support one, I'd have to have vetted them so hard, and I need to see like where my every penny and dollar goes, you know? Where does my shilling impact that child besides once it hits you, where does it hit? How does it hit them? Like how much goes? You know what I mean? So for me, I've become so picky that I haven't actually done anything, and that never sits well with me. I think about this like weekly, you guys. I'm not even joking. So for me, I've been trying to brainstorm ways that it would be more than just monetary. It would be like time spent, monetary, like an actual impactful relationship with something. And I don't think I'm in a stage yet where I can start something on my own. I feel like that would take a lot, that I'm still building my foundation. So I'm trying to think of ways or like foundations. I feel like what better way than to reach out to you guys, and you guys can tell me who would be best to work with. My heart sits for like young women worldwide, but definitely here, who are really muted, they're quieted, they're not confident in themselves because society just doesn't teach them to be quiet, to be, you know, ladylike and meek, when that's not what it means at all to be any of that. So I would love to be part of like, I don't know, like a school or foundation, and actually find a way that I can blend what I do with them. So yeah, I thought I would throw it out there because to me, that's something that's so important, and it just has not sat well. Like I'm literally gonna film a 2-year update. I'm like, Rachel, that's one thing that we should have started a long time ago. Like how have you been here? How? Make it make sense. Anyway, I think the guys are I think they're here, they're opening the gates. So let's start this podcast. Oh yeah, and like please leave in the comments below what you guys think, some suggestions. I prefer smaller people, foundations and things. It's easier to work with than big ones. And like I said, you can see how impactful you are to people, as opposed to, I know, something foundation, you might get swallowed and you have no idea what you've done at all. Ready to record. Having noise problems. No, that's okay.